It's a huge moment. We've all been waiting for it. It's the first time we've seen Sam's knees on a YouTube video.
There you go.
Robbie, what do you
Ladies and
think?
gentlemen.
Thoughts?
They're proper hairy, aren't they? Proper hairy, man.
Proper
hairy.
Yeah, I should have been on that waxing video the other week, shouldn't I?
You would have been here, bro.
Don't worry, that's not the real reason why we're here. We're here to talk about the PFA Player of the Year shortlist, which has just come out. 6 players and 6 players in the Young Player of the Year. Let's start with the PFA, the main one, the main event. 6 names that we expected: Payet, Özil, Kane, Mahrez, Kante, and Vardy. Let's start with Payet. What do you think about it? Is there anyone else you could have got on this list?
No, I'm going to bang on the David De Gea drum, but I don't think he deserved to get in there ahead of any of those 6. So I think probably in another year he would have got in, but those 6 all deserve to be there. And it's going to be tough to choose from them, actually, I think.
It's tricky. I mean, I think...
That's a good 6.
We chatted with Flav, Spurs fan, and he was saying that there are other Spurs players who could have made it onto that list. Harry Kane's in both the Young Player and the PFA Player of the Year. Picking out those 6 is really tough. Is there anyone who stands out for you, Rob?
Well, Özil stands out for me. I'm going to say that. Özil's been brilliant this season, but I think also Mahrez, goals, assists, his all-round play, and he's been absolutely unplayable at times this season. But then Vardy, he broke that record with consecutive goals scored. Kante's like having 2 players in midfield, the way he gets around the pitch. It's really, really hard to pick.
I think it depends what sort of football fan you are.
Do you know what's tricky with these lists is that, as the history's told us, is that goalkeepers struggle, centre-backs struggle. It's the attacking players that you normally look at. So to look at them quickly, you've got Payet, who's got 9 goals, 8 assists. Özil, 6 goals, 18 assists.
18 assists. Closing on a new record for assists.
Very true. Kane, 22 goals, 1 assist. Mahrez, 16 goals, 11 assists. Kante, who you can't put in that area. So Vardy,
Tackles.
The other one, which we'll come to. Vardy, 21 goals, 6 assists. They've all had incredible
It's really tough.
years.
For me, I think, listen, I'm always going to bang Ozil's drum because of Arsenal player, but if I'm being really fair about it, Kante has been exceptional, but I think the 2 that is between for me is Mahrez and Vardy. I think both of those guys, they've taken it by storm this season. It just and consistent. They've been consistently delivering all season. It's got to be one of them 2. Kante just misses out for me, just because of that same factor that you're saying, that a lot of times it's about the real attacking players.
What do you think? Yeah.
I mean,
what's your criteria for the best player of the year?
Who's been most influential in said team? But then again, you have to look at the season they've had as well. So although Özil has been brilliantly influential with Arsenal, I wouldn't put him up there just because of what Leicester have done this year. And their influence has taken them to the top of the league, whereas Ozil's influence is Arsenal.
That is certainly the case, isn't it? It's that player who's been in the team that's won the league that goes on to win.
It's ability and context.
Yeah.
It's like a goal can be important, but if it's a goal in the Champions League final, it's going to be even better and bigger. So I think it's between Mahrez and Kante.
So not a Spurs player. If you're talking about the teams who are going to win something, Spurs could still win the league.
No, I think Kane has exceeded expectations in the fact that everyone expected him to have second season syndrome, and he didn't have it.
He followed it up, hasn't he?
Yeah,
so he's done very well in that respect. But
his assists are not good enough.
I can't choose between Mahrez and Kante because numbers-wise, 16 goals, 11 assists. That's just unreal.
Surprised you ain't got Vardy in there. A lot of people kind of hate on Vardy, but to me, he's been the focal point of the team, really.
Yeah, they couldn't have played the way they played without him.
You can't play how they play without. You suppose you could say it with Kante as well, but Kante sort of got to drink water in it. But a lot of times that guy's up front on his own, but it's still hard to deal with.
Yeah.
You saw even the other day against Sunderland. 2 chances, bang bang goals. They win the game.
One name we haven't really spoken about, Payet. 9
Payet's
goals, 8 assists, missed a bit of the season.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. He's one of the best players I've seen in the Premier League this season. He's been brilliant.
Well, we saw his free kick at Old Trafford as well. So.
He's lit. All of those players really have lit up the Premier League this season. So it's really hard. But I say you got the Leicester boys.
Mahrez.
The Leicester boys. Yeah, I'd give it to Mahrez.
I'll give it to Kante. And as I said, in terms of it depends what sort of football fan you are. Because if I'm a manager looking into that team and I say Kante is literally the midfield general, every time it comes near him, he makes it so hard for other teams to play against Leicester, and he still influences Leicester at the same time. Mahrez is brilliant. I would say Mahrez is a focal point. Vardy is the man you want to get the ball to, but you just got to get the ball to him. Like Mahrez is the magician in that
Could
team.
be a shout for their centre halves as well.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
can go from 1 to 11, can you? I'd go for Kante as well. I think so. 105 tackles he's made this year,
That's mad.
which is like 15 more than anyone else. And I think he's one of those players. He's one of the few players out there that say that top 3. That if you took him and put him in either of the other 2 teams, so Spurs and Arsenal, you would have won the league. Or Spurs would have won the league if you took Kante and move him across. If you did that with any other player, I don't think it would have made as much of a difference as Kante. He's absolutely everywhere.
So, no, man, Vardy and Arsenal's
No,
team
I would
make a big difference.
I would definitely say that's why I wouldn't choose Vardy's, because as his finishing's been sublime, but it's the balls that have been played into him from Drinkwater, from Kante, from Mahrez, the people making the chances for him.
He also allows that back four to just stay there and be a back four, because all they've got to do is win their header and Kante will be there
Look at the
to
goals.
mop it up.
Look at the goals that Mahrez has scored for a midfield player. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
incredible. I
Yeah.
think
It's
Mahrez is very
unbelievable.
close second though, but for me, yeah, it's Kante. So lots of great names there, but lots of names that have been missed as well. Let us know in the comments below who you think should have been on that list, who's missed out. And if you enjoyed the video, click like, and if you want to subscribe to the Ball Street channel, hit Sam's face. Hit Sam's knees. Ding, 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 ding.